Hi, I'm certified world-class speaking coach Robert Begley with day 69 of my 77-day video challenge. Have you ever been an MC of some kind of master of ceremony for some kind of event? I've done this many times in my life, and most recently I was like a quasi MC at a conference. My function was to introduce different speakers before their presentations, and then when they were done, I jump up on stage and make an announcement or two. And this sounds easy, but if you're good at it, you won't even be remembered. And that was actually the case. So rule number one is be in command of the room. Okay. So when I get up on stage, I scan the audience and speak with an authoritative tone. And in this case, because there were a lot of people, I would make an announcement. Guess what? In 2 minutes, we're going to start, so that people know they should be getting back to their chairs and stop mingling, because we need to be on time for the events that we are, for especially the presentations. Then I'll have one or two things to say about the speaker that are not in the biography. Nobody cares about their credentials, their PhD in whatever school. Maybe if they've written a book, I hold it up. But essentially, my point is to say what you and the audience will get in the next 60 minutes. You will get A, B, and C. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. But there's more to it than that. The way to welcome the speaker is to build them up for success, so that when they hear their name, they feel good, the audience applauds. And what I learned from Toastmasters is basically to stand in place until they reach where I am at the lectern. Because in Toastmasters, basically a lot of people just say, okay, now coming on is Joe Blow, and then they vanish from the stage. And then there's that split second when nobody's in control. And there always should be somebody in control of the room. So it is the MC, Master of Ceremony, or the introducer of the speaker. Then a handshake to hand over official control of the meeting, of the gathering. And I've studied this. I've done this, as I said, for a long time in Toastmasters. But even more, I went into kind of more detail researching how to be more effective in this. And just wrapping up in the conference, the good thing was, even after the presentations were done, I'd run back on stage and just make an announcement, whether lunchtime there was something going on, or if there was something even unfortunate that the attendees needed to know. So the purpose is not to steal attention and be the spotlight of the event. That is not it. It's to be informative and give the stage to the people who are actually presenting in as welcoming a way as possible, setting them up for success. And when that's done right, people don't notice it because it's seamless. But it's often not done right. It's often done in this half-hearted way where whoever's on stage doesn't really speak, doesn't have control of the room, doesn't speak loudly, effectively, or with some kind of authority. So the MC is it's certainly an important part of any event, and it's not easy to do, but just a few tips in case you are ever called on to do it. How would you approach this task? That's all we have for today. So we'll see you tomorrow, day 70 of the 77-day video challenge. Signing off.